JNLC here for another Friday Fit Tip. Today we're going to continue our flexibility series, or we're going to start our flexibility series rather. We're going to start from the ground up. We're going to start from the foot. We're going to work our way to the side laterally for the peroneus longus. We're going to work our way to the front, the anterior tib. We're going to work our way in the back, the gastroc, and the soleus. So let's move. We're going to be as detailed, as concise, and as fast as possible and show you guys that taking care of your flexibility and your mobility is not time consuming and it's not too hard. Alright? So I'm going to use Christy here to help me out today. Alright, the camera and the angle, we're going to be switching angles a little bit, so she's probably going to be somewhat cut off, but we're just paying attention to the foot and the therapy ball roller. Now, let's start by the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need a foam roller. You can get a high density foam roller or a softer one based on how familiar you are with foam rollers, your pain tolerance, and your motor unit excitability. If you get tight or you're very, very tense, a softer one will work better. This is a harder one. If you're used to foam rolling, then this one is right up your alley. This right here is very, very important that you get this right. Now, this is from Tune Up Fitness, is a therapy ball. You can use another ball that's this diameter or smaller, but the main thing is it must be soft. This ball is designed to catch the fascia and to roll over the bony prominences without aggravating your bone. Do not, I repeat, do not use a golf ball that will wreck your foot. Alright, use something that's soft. It can be softer, but this is very, very soft. You can bounce it around, it doesn't hurt. Alright, so we're going to start by rolling the foot first. There's a lot of junk underneath the foot, especially for you women who wear heels. Alright, you tend to mash that fascia under the foot. So we're gonna work on the plantar fascia. You guys know what plantar fasciitis? That's the it runs this way. And then we're going to also work on transverse arch, which helps support the plantar fascia. Alright, knowing that the fascia articulates into the Achilles tendon, which goes up into the soleus and the gastroc. So addressing tight calves or possibly a tight hamstrings, even pain in the glutes or the lower back, can start by manipulating the fascia under the foot. So she's going to put this under the midfoot, and she's going to pretend that there's gum stuck to her shoe, and her pattern is going to be rolling over the ball into the transverse arch. So let's start right here. Plant your heel into the floor. Plant your heel into the floor. And just evert and evert. Alright? Nice and easy. So what we're doing now, we're going cross fiber because the plantar fascia runs this way. So if we're going side to side for eversion and eversion, push and hold. Slow it down for me, please. Slow it down. We're going cross fiber and curl the toe down. So now what we're doing, we're pinning and stretching. Now she could move forward a little more and get it under the arch of the foot. There we go. Roll. Plant the heel on the floor firmly. So just attacking that transverse arch and that plantar fascia, where the plantar fascia inserts, and we're going to roll up a little more. Now we're under the middle of the foot. We're really hitting that transverse arch and that plantar fascia. Push and hold it. Nice. Keep moving. Now if you want to put a little more pressure on the medially on that arch, we could roll along this way, up and down, if you get in pain on this part of the foot. And we could also roll the foot this way and put more pressure to the outside, the lateral aspect of the foot. Alright, now she's going to go down and press the ball of the foot into the floor. So this is what it looks like, ladies, when you wear heels, okay? This is what, put your pants up a little bit, this is what it looks like. And this is where you get a lot of stress. This is probably what, 4-inch heels or 6-inch heels right here. Imagine your foot is in this position all day. That fascia is all squished and all yucky. Now she's going to do the opposite. So she's going to roll forward a little more for me. And now she's going to move the heel side to side and loosen up that fascia. So we're getting closer to the calcaneus, the heel, and to where the Achilles tendon goes under the calcaneus and goes up into the arm, into the plantar fascia. Boom. Boom. How's that feeling so far?
That's good.
Alright? You might get a little bit of pain sometimes based on how much tension you have in your fascia there, but go easy at first. Don't push into too hard. That's why I ask you to get a softer ball and do this. Now you can do this seated, you can do this standing, you could also hold on to something for some balance, but always start easier first and increasing pressure as you get going. Alright, so now we took care of the foot. There are many other techniques we could use to take care of the foot, but we're just going to start with something that's very simple. Get on the floor for me, please. Alright, so we're going to get into this position. So face me this way. Alright, now we're going to roll the anterior tip. Put your hands up to the knee so the viewers can see what's going on. Hi viewers. Right, so face it right here. Put your foot up against it right back. The anterior tip is on the front portion of the leg. Alright, the anterior tip, if it's tight, we don't get dorsiflexion. Dorsiflexion is this. See, the heel stays on the floor. That's dorsiflexion. If you're not getting dorsiflexion, what do you think is going to affect? Everything. Your squat pattern, your lunge pattern, your deadlift patterns are going to be affected by bad dorsiflexion. So we're going to target the anterior tip. We could use the ball, but we're going to use the foam roller for this one. So she's going to get on the foam roller, put her anterior tip on the foam roller, and roll all the way down. So let's go for it. Right. So hands on the floor, and she's really going to get into that anterior tip, okay? And as she goes forward, alright, she goes forward, she kind of turns her foot in a little bit. Now, the closer you get to the ankle, there's a trigger point that's somewhere around here, right? That you get, and it's going to hurt a little bit. Now, you could put the body weight on it, apply some pressure, and you roll again. And any tough spots, you could hold it, and you could move the foot up and down. So we're going to plantar flex and dorsiflex. Now, what that's going to do is going to pin that fascia and try to take out that distortion pattern. Now, I didn't explain what the fascia is. So we were taught while she's rolling, pay attention to the roll, that the bones hold up the soft tissue. The bones actually float inside the soft tissue. So think about a chiropractic visit, right? You go to the chiropractor, he adjusts your bone, it gets back into the right position, but then 2 days later, you have to go back again, and you gotta go back again, and you gotta go back again. Now, why are the bones keep moving? If you're not lifting heavy loads or doing anything crazy, the bones should stay in place, right? The fascia pulls the bone out of place. So if you're going for chiropractic work and you're not following it up with myofascial release, then you're kind of just treating the end. You're kind of just treating the symptom and not actually the cause, right? So just a little tidbit here. So now she gets the anterior tip. She's going to turn on the side and get her peroneus longus. Now, let's put that foot on the floor again, right, like this. The peroneus longus runs on the lateral aspect of the leg and goes under, and it inserts on around where the transverse arches. Now what that's going to do, that's going to cause eversion of the foot. Now eversion of the foot flattens the arch out. So if you have flat feet, you may want to target your peroneus longus. It also will turn your foot, externally rotate your foot while you're squatting. So if you're squatting and this happens, you may have tight peroneals. So we're going to make sure and loosen that. So you line your side and roll that peroneus out for you, please. So line your side this way, like a side plank, and get that roller under the peroneus. I'm going to turn this way so the camera gets it, right? You go this way for me, please. Awesome. Line your side. There we go. Nice. And stretch your arm out. Stretch your bottom leg out for me, please. And boom. Alright, put this leg over on that side. Awesome. And we're going to roll this roller a little lower now. Alright. Bang. Alright guys, so what we're targeting here now is the peroneus longus. Bang. Roll up up some more. There we go. This is your lever leg, alright? If you get tired, she could put her forearms on the floor and she could chill out here a little bit. Alright? You want to be at the lateral aspect of the lower leg. Alright? Could go all the way down. Stop, don't roll over the knee, never hit the joint. Go all the way up some more, closer towards the ankle. So she has to move forward some more. Bang! Right there is a little tight. Close towards the lateral malleus. That's where the ankle is. Alright, so that's the peroneus longus. Now, lie and just relax. Relax to me, please. Stack this leg on top of this one for me, you know. So if you're having a hard time holding yourself up, you could just stack and you could just roll a little bit here. And if she wants to put a little more tension, pick your hips up. Boom. And she could add a little more tension if she wants to advance and move. Alright? So that's your peroneus longus. We did the anterior tib, your peroneus longus. Now we are going to do your calf. A lot of people have problems with the calf. So stay in that position, stretch your legs up, and cross your legs for me, please. Hands on the floor, sit up. Now this right here, guys, would be enough to cause pain. So right in this area is where the gastroc, that's this part of the calf, and the soleus meet. This here has a lot of tension. So she can pick her hips up a little bit, and she can roll back and forth. And you could go roll this way, and you could turn in here, and really get the muscles. So now she's sitting the soleus, right? Bang, turn that way, and turn this way. Relax a little bit, drop your hands. So this right here, guys, is going to hurt. Alright? Take this leg off me, please. And she can dorsiflex and plantarflex at the same time. And now the pattern doesn't need to be linear. It could be a circular pattern. Alright? It could be clockwise, counterclockwise. You could come put your own patterns. You could write the alphabet. That's also going to help mobilize the ankle. Spell your name out with your toes. That will give you all that different movements. Alright, let's go to the gastroc. Roll forward some more. And that's the gastroc. Cross your leg over again. And this makes it a whole lot harder. Now for those of you who can't support yourself, right here is going to work. You don't need to pick your hips up from the floor. Alright? The next thing too when you're stretching is to make sure that there's no tension in the face. If there's tension in the face, there's no tension in the muscle. We got to breathe through the sticking parts of the stretches. Exhale through the hard parts and inhale. Slow down your heart rate and get your parasympathetic nervous system heightened by using deep abdominal thoracic breaths. And that's it right here for your lower body. One more thing, very important. A couple of you guys have ruptured your Achilles tendon, or you may feel your Achilles tendon being tight. So we are going to track the Achilles tendon for a little bit. So hold for a second. And have a seat on this bench. Now, I'm going to play around with the camera angle just to get this right. So sit there and face the wall. Now cross your left leg over your right leg and manipulate your Achilles tendon. So with the Achilles tendon, right, that's this thing right here, alright? So we did the peroneus, the anterior tib. This bad boy here is designed to be very strong. This is from an evolutionary perspective. It's very, very, very strong. But once this does not move and this is too tight, then this here starts creating, you start getting some issues on the inside here. We don't track the Achilles tendon this way. We go cross fiber, okay? Cross fiber with the Achilles tendon. She could do this herself. So go ahead, track the Achilles tendon. It's a little pinch. And that breaks up any trigger points in the Achilles tendon. Remember to be real easy when you're manipulating the Achilles tendon. It's very strong, alright, but don't over manipulate it. Now, we're going to do 2 tests to see if all the movements were done right. So we're going to move the bench and we're going to get into child's pose, okay? So child's pose, face that way. Yep. And back. Now, pay attention to this here. Alright, you see that? That's flat on the floor, which means that the anterior tib, the foot is getting enough plantar flexion. Okay, now that's good plantar flexion right there. Now we're going to check for dorsiflexion. So put your foot back into that lunge position and rock the knee forward. Alright, so you see your flat heel, sit back up a little more so you can't really get in. Alright, push. Alright, you see how much ankle mobility we have in right here? The heel's on the floor and the knees are all the way over the big toe. Alright, so there are two ways that you could test after you finish. Now guys, we don't need to have all this mobility, but having enough mobility is paramount to protecting your knees, especially when you're lunging or you're squatting. Poor ankle mobility is often, I would say pain in knees is often linked to poor ankle mobility. I'm going to show you how to stretch your calf against the wall. So let's go for a wall calf stretch. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit here. Or you can put your hands against the wall for me. And all right, there we go, a little adjustment. So put your left foot forward, right foot back. Bend, put your right foot back, put your heel on the floor. All right, point your feet straight ahead, please. And drive, push your front knee forward. Bend your front knee a little bit, there we go. Lock your back knee, please. And rock your front knee forward. All right, push and hold it. Don't pump your stretch. Push and hold it. So now we're looking again at that mobility of the ankle. So there are calf stretching devices that you can put up against the wall. This right here is a surefire way to stretch your calf. All right, switch sides. Press your back heel firmly into the floor, please. And that's your mobility for your lower leg. Alright? So guys, how to spot this? If you are squatting and your heels lift off the floor, face that way again for me. Squatting, just pick your heels up. If your heels lift off the floor when you're squatting, your calves are tight, stand up. Externally rotate your feet. If you're squatting, go ahead, and your feet are externally rotated, then your peroneus longus is tight, right? If you're squatting and you have to sit back too much, sit back on your squat, then you don't have any dorsiflexion. That gives you a forward lean. That doesn't make your glutes fire. If you have a weight on your back, you are going to get crushed. Okay? So that's the reason why we address mobility and flexibility of the lower leg. Those three things. Alright? Thank you guys. Next week we will do your hamstrings, your adductors, and your quads, your hip flexors, your external rotators, hip extensors. Alright? Thank you for tuning in to another Fit Tip. Jay Nelson here.
And Christy.
Talk to you soon. Bye.